Hey everyone, welcome to the 12 Days of Video Games. I'm Colin from Colin's Pizza, and today's franchise is one that I'm very excited about. Some of you watching might be confused as to why I'm talking about it, but you'll see why when we get there. So today's franchise, drumroll please, is the Mario and Luigi games. Didn't you already talk about Mario? Yes, but it's different. How is it different? It's still Mario. No, these are different games, please. Let me explain. Sure, they're different. Whatever. I'll explain. So the Mario and Luigi games are not your typical Mario game. These games take place in the Mario universe. However, the gameplay is very different. In the Mario game, just normal Mario games, you're platforming, you're doing, cool backflips and stuff like that. In 3D ones, you're trying to get a star or something. In the 2D ones, you're going to a flagpole. In Mario and Luigi games, you're doing none of that. Yes, in the overworld, you're jumping around and stuff, but you're never going to find stars, you're never going to a flagpole, no. You're going on an adventure. The Mario and Luigi games are RPG games. They are turn-based. This turn-based is very different than jumping on Goombas normally. Yeah, so they're turn-based, which is very, similar to like Pokemon or just other, turn-based games. The very first Mario & Luigi game I ever got was Mario & Luigi Superstar Saga for the Game Boy Advance. And this game introduces you, you start in the Mushroom Kingdom, then you go to a different kingdom, the Bean Kingdom, with whole new characters, completely different, everything's different, and it's a whole new world. So the very first Mario RPG game is called Super Mario RPG for I think the SNES. And I never played that game, I have it on my SNES Classic, I want to get around to it. But that was basically the very first Mario RPG style game, turn-based, and you take turns fighting. But Mario and Luigi are their own sort of video game franchise, which I love. But the thing is, I've only played the first three, so that includes Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga, Mario and Luigi Partners in Time, then Mario and Luigi Bowser's Inside Story. So to start off, Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga is basically the very first of this franchise, where you're introduced to the Bean Kingdom, new characters, new villains, and everything. Bowser is in there, but the gameplay. So it's turn-based, but the thing is, it's different than regular turn-based games. In turn-based games, you attack, your opponent attacks, and it goes back and forth, back and forth. In this game, you have a chance to influence what happens in the match. So you choose what attack you want to do, and while you're attacking, you can make it stronger or it can be weaker. When I say that, I mean you could press certain buttons at specific times to increase the damage, and when your opponent's attacking you, you have a chance to dodge. So basically, this game it's more control over the turn-based stuff. See, Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga, it starts out this series, and then my favorite of these games is Partners in Time. And I think that's everyone's least favorite Mario and Luigi game. So Partners in Time, you get to control 4 characters. That is Mario and Luigi, and Baby Mario and Baby Luigi. So you have the A button, the B button, and the X button, and the Y button to control all 4 characters. And as a kid, I don't know why, I just loved time travel. I just loved you get to go to a cool portal into time travel. It's brilliant. It's amazing. And I don't know why. But for some reason, Nintendo or Alpha Dream or whatever, when they remade these older Mario and Luigi games, they skipped Partners in Time. And that really hurt. Because this was my favorite Mario and Luigi RPG style game, Partners in Time. I was a big fan of the story, time travel with aliens, brilliant. It's wow. You don't think about that when you think about a Mario game, right? You don't think about time travel or aliens, and they're both together. And I remember as a kid seeing someone else from my daycare. I saw them fighting the first boss in Partners in Time. I thought, whoa, that looks hard. And then when I got the game, it was hard. But it was really cool, seeing what you could do. And what's really cool about the bosses, that each have a different mechanic that makes it interesting. I'm not going to spoil them, because I don't remember all of them, but it's just really cool. You can attack different things with the bosses. You can attack stuff that would hurt them, or stuff that might even help them. It's just a lot to think about in an RPG. And then we get to Bowser's Inside Story, which I think is the most overrated one of all. So Bowser's Inside Story, it's fun, so you get to control Bowser, you get to play as Bowser, which is really fun. But then you play as Mario and Luigi inside of Bowser, which is a cool idea, but I don't like the 2D side-scrolling thing. It's not my favorite. I like preferably being the overhead 2D where you can control an overworld, not just side to side. It's not my favorite. But it's still fun. But something, I don't know why, but in Bowser's Inside Story, it feels like it's a little whitewashed. No, it's not whitewashed. It's everything's a little bit more bland. Like in Superstar Saga and Partners in Time, like everything was so vibrant. Everything was bright and vibrant. Like Mario's red and Luigi's green, vibrant. In Bowser's Inside Story, it's a little like not as vibrant, which like I don't know why. It's just like less vibrant. I don't know why. It's just weird. But the gameplay is still fun. The game is still fun. It's a very cool story. I like the story a lot. It's really cool. You know, it's a lot of characters from the Mario universe and more you don't know about, and of the villains from a previous game, which is really cool. But it just wasn't my favorite, and I keep thinking it's overrated. Everyone says it's their favorite. It's not. Partners in Time is my favorite. And then you get into the later ones for the 3DS, like Dream Team, Sticker Star. No, that's Paper Mario. I think the Paper Mario one, Paper Jam. I think that's what it's called, Mario Luigi Paper Jam. I think there's one more I'm forgetting about. I don't know. But the 3DS ones I'd never played. But then they remade Superstar Saga and Bowser's Inside Story for 3DS, and they skipped Partners in Time. But you know what? That's okay, because I don't like the looks of the remakes. I prefer the looks of the original. Of the remakes ones, like they have like 3D weird looking models that look weird. I mean, the gameplay is probably still fun and all, but I don't really care about the looks. That's why I didn't get those ones. And you know, maybe it's a good thing they didn't do Partners in Time, because they would have ruined it. They would have made it look weird. But still would have been fun, to play that on a 3DS. But then, sadly, Alpha Dream, the creators of the Mario and Luigi games, went, I think, bankrupt, or they don't make the games anymore, because I'm pretty sure they went bankrupt. The business was they're out of business, and they're not making the Mario and Luigi games anymore. So I'm guessing that means there's no more Mario and Luigi games, even though I wish there would still be Mario and Luigi games. I think someone else can do it. Nintendo maybe could take up the reins. I don't know. I'm just a big turn-based RPG guy. I love turn-based games so much, and being able to do it with Mario and Luigi is fantastic. It's fun. The story is very unique and different. You don't see these in a Mario game. Like in a 2D Mario game, Princess Peach gets kidnapped. We're gonna go save her. Let's go to castle after castle after castle. In the 3D ones, okay, we gotta get a certain amount of stars or moons, and then we can go on to the next area. And Mario and Luigi, you're going all over the map, all over the world, looking for stuff. In Partners in Time, you're going through time. In Superstar Saga, you're going to a new kingdom. In Bowser's Inside Story, you're going inside of Bowser. It's weird but fun. In the other games, I think Dream Team, you go inside Luigi's dreams. That's weird and unique and cool. You don't see that in a normal Mario game, but you can see it in a cool turn-based RPG game. And these games can take about hours to beat, because there's so much stuff to do in them. There's so many unique characters that you don't get to meet in a normal Mario game, because in a normal Mario game, you're just jumping on everything. That's why I consider this franchise separate from normal Mario, because it's different games, different gameplay, different basically everything. Yes, same characters, but different everything else, honestly. So the Mario and Luigi games are, I think, very fun games. If you like turn-based RPG games, I highly recommend you pick up these. If you have a Game Boy Advance, definitely pick up Superstar Saga. If you have a DS or a 3DS, please play Partners in Time. I don't know where you'll find it. I think it's the best one, honestly. Or you can play Bowser's Inside Story, or you can play with the other ones. It's your choice, honestly. I think the 3DS ones are probably really good. I had a friend in high school who really loved Dream Team. He said it was amazing, and it probably really is. Thank you for taking the time to hear me talk about a video game franchise from another video game franchise. If you have a favorite Mario and Luigi game, please comment down below. Or if you have a favorite turn-based RPG game, comment that down below. I love turn-based RPG games. Those are my favorite type of games, I think, probably most likely. Comment them down below. I would love to see what you guys have to say about it. I'd love to see if you even play the Mario and Luigi games. If you have a favorite, please let me know. If you have a least favorite, let me know too. It's probably going to be Partners in Time. That's everyone's least favorite. But it's my favorite. It's my favorite. Again, thank you so much for watching. Have a Merry Christmas. And come back tomorrow for the next day of the 12 days of video games. Thanks again. Bye!